Welcome to Short Scale Modelling. This is part 5 of AIrfix's Heinkel HE111 H-6, scale 1 to 72, and it's the Motor Anniversary edition. So in part 4, I finished off putting everything onto the plane, the wings and so forth. And this part, I'm going to be primarily dealing with the canopy and painting. So let's jump into this and see how well I get on. So jumping straight into the painting, and I'm using my own painting mix here. So I'm using Revel Aquacolor 91 steel 10%, and that's mixed with Revel Aquacolor 07 black gloss 90%. And as I explained in the previous video, this gives you a sort of black metal look, so a metal black color. There is various mixes out there, different brands. I know Mr. Hobby does one for resin, which is a metal black, which is a very good one as well. But if you haven't got that, and if you've got to mix up your own colour, this is what I've got. I had this colour lying over from a previous paint mix, and I like it so much that I'm sort of using it all the time now for all my black metal stuff. So once this is gone, I'll probably mix up some more. Now there's a lot of clear parts to paint here. There's quite a lot to the canopy because you've got the nose, front nose gun position, the mid gun position, the underbelly gun position, and of course the top side as well. So there's a lot of clear parts to paint. Now you may have noticed I'm doing this freehand. This is not because I'm an excellent painter or anything, because I am far the best painter out there. You know, there's so many better painters out there than I am. I'm just comfortable doing it. Now, the reason why I do it freehand is because it saves me time. If I had to mask all this off, this would take about 3 days just to mask all this canopy off if I wanted to get it 100% accurate. I'm comfortable doing it by hand, and the key is just do long sweeping motions with your brush and try not to have any breaks while you're doing this. If you do go slightly offline, which I do, you can just simply scrape off any excess paint down to the line, and you can do this with using a cocktail stick, a matchstick file down to a nice flat point. There's various ways you can do it. So as you can see, I'm about halfway through painting the canopies. This is taking quite a while to do, a good few hours work here. So if you do have this kit, remember there is a lot of work required on the canopy. That's most of the canopy painting now. As you can see, all the tiny little bits there waiting to go on. There's a couple that don't actually go on. There's a sort of different design nodes for where the guns go. It doesn't say that on the instructions, hence why I painted them all, because I wasn't sure which went where. So there's still a little bit more work to do on the canopy. I've got to place in these parts. Now these are the instrument dials and control panels for the pilots. This gets secured inside the main canopy. This is why I am doing it now and not actually when I was building the cockpit. As you can see, I'm putting the decals on, and these are placed on with the normal method of warm water to soften them, a little bit of decal solution, and then of course I'm placing them on using a flat surface. I generally use a cocktail stick. You can use a brush, because sometimes if you catch it with a cocktail stick, you could rip them if you're not careful. So a brush is probably your best bet if you've never done it with the cocktail stick, but the top cocktail stick gives you more grip. So while I'm waiting for the canopies to dry, I'm going on to the props now, particularly the nose cone area, and I'm painting this in Revel Aquacolor 330 Fiery Red. There's 2 of these to make up, obviously. They don't go on until later on, but it's better just to get all the prep work done now. So I'm touching the first set of canopies and I'm using Formula Canopy glue here, and this is the underbelly part of the canopy. So this is the main section first of all going on. And on that section there's two gun ports, one on each side. So you have to place in the guns first before placing on the canopy. So again, I'm using a little bit of canopy glue just to secure the gun inside. I can then place each gun turret on the opposite ends of the main canopy. Next part to be assembled is the instrument panel inside the upper main canopy. There's a little groove that this instrument panel fits into. You shouldn't have any trouble. It is a tight fit though, so just dry fit it beforehand. There's also a little L-shaped part that goes in. Make sure the main instrument panel's in before you fit this. There's a little bracket bar thing that goes down the centre of the underside of the plate. Not sure what this is for, to be honest with you, but it goes in there anyway. And then the rear wheel. Didn't really show you the painting of the rear wheel because you don't really get to see it all that much. So I didn't see the point in showing you the paintwork I did do on it. And now it's time to place in the brackets to hold the weapons, the bombs. As I said when in part 1 of the intro, I am not actually placing the bombs on, but these parts have to go on anyway. There's no other option for these parts, hence why I'm putting them on. And now the canopy is dry with the instrument panel, so that can be placed on. It was a nice fit, it just sits right on its housing. On this one, because there's multiple parts of the canopy, dry fit them is essential, and they sort of fit on off centre, so they don't necessarily go where you think they would go. I placed this part on originally here now, but in the end I took it off. I couldn't quite get it to fit, so I thought, well, maybe I'm putting this on in the wrong order. So after playing about with it, I took it off and decided to build the canopy on the other way around the instructions were suggesting, and that worked out a lot better. So I'll just try and show you the canopy now. It's still quite a bit soft. I'm trying not to move it too much. As you can see, the part just moved off, so I'll have to reset that again. So anyway, after that, it's now time to build the mount for the central gun in position. This is a fairly straightforward thing to build. The circular part, then a bracket goes on. There's little location points on each side for the bracket to sit in. And then I was able just to pop in the gunner. You don't necessarily have to do this now, but again, just for ease, I'm putting them in now. And once I was in, I was able to then just place it inside. This is a very nice fit. There was no issues about it almost dropping in that sometimes you get placing these parts in. So as you can see, I'm just painting over the areas where the side windows are going to go, and then I'll place them in. And I'm actually going to end the video here. I was hoping to get all the canopies placed in on this video, but it would just take too long. So this is a good breaking point, I think. So if you haven't done so already, why don't you check out my channel for my other board videos, or in the videos for this build. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified with any updates for this build and future builds by clicking the little bell notification. Hit that like button, share the video, and of course leave a comment. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Bye bye.